Live from New York City, it's Wendy Williams. Today, the glamorous Susan Lucci dishes about her wildly funny character in Devious Maids. Plus, People Magazine's Most Beautiful issue hits the stands this week. Who will make the list? And get ready for hot Hollywood hair. Celebrity stylist Ken Paves reveals how you too can look like a star. Now, here's Wendy.
People, my co-host, my fly studio audience. How you doing? I'm doing okay, but Oprah's ex-stepmother is lashing out at her, so we'll talk about it. Tori and Dean's reality show premiered last night, and People Magazine has named the most beautiful people in the world, but the most beautiful. We'll talk about her and more on the Inside Scoop. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topic. I have a question for you, and I want the answer by claps. Did you watch Tori and Dean last night on Lifetime? Okay. Well, if you didn't, and many of you didn't, we still have 5 more episodes to catch, but I watched for you. Okay, so first of all, Tori visited Dean in treatment, where he's begging her for forgiveness. Only Tori does not have the ability to be angry, which she really needs at this particular point. Like, I understand being a really calm woman and crying or talking like this. In the clip I'm about to show you, he's basically asking her, get some anger in you, slap me in the face. Just watch how it plays out. Take a look.
Quite frankly, I'm really ready to come home.
I don't think I'm comfortable with that yet.
What would it feel like if you just slapped me in the face right now?
I don't want to slap you.
What if I wanted you to slap me in the face?
I don't, but it doesn't do anything for me.
Because you can't access anger, or...
It hurts so much, and no, please, 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 babe. It makes it so hard for me. Because when you do that, it makes me just want to be like, okay, everything's fine, we're fine, we're fine. And it's not fine.
You're not fine. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I give this show a 5. Only because I'm so angry at Tori. First of all, she needs a sandwich with extra cheese. She's like... I mean, the more I watch the show, and by 10:30, you know, I was switching back and forth because I have to watch, you know, my Celebrities Undercover, but I'm watching this show as well, and I'm back and forth. Tori is painfully thin and not in a good way. You know, there are some women, Suzanne, who can be thin, but my Suzanne, you're healthy thin.
I am healthy thin.
Yes.
I am.
Tori is painfully thin, and you can, I mean, she's just got so much going on in her life. She's got 4 children under 7 years old. Dean is in treatment, which means that she has the kids all home alone. She's driving them around. They're throwing up in the car. The food is every place. No, you know what? They're no different than our kids. The difference is that Tori is not well, and she's going through something that doesn't need to be played out on reality TV. Dean is in rehab for, what did they say, sex addiction and something else? Something else. Yeah. Anyway, and you know, Tori is feeling like this show, because we've read all the articles and everything, this is her chance to humiliate him on national TV in front of all of us. Well, I still don't think the show should be on. I was reading yesterday at RadarOnline.com, and they have this article posted saying that Dean is so humiliated by this show that he's threatening to divorce her. Now, wouldn't that be some mess? He's the one running around town, allegedly, catting around with other women. He's the one who has left her in the house with 4 kids under 7. It's him, it's him, it's him. Wouldn't it be horrible if he divorced her as opposed to her divorcing him? Yeah. Don't let him beat you to the punch, Tori. Move on with your life. Yeah. It's awful. And you know, and Tori is really stuck, it seems like, in her idyllic head that she does not want to raise a child alone. As if divorce is the worst thing. Divorce was invented for a reason. First of all, marriage is not for everybody, and divorce is for a lot of people. And you know, and you won't be raising them alone. Tori, you're a spelling. And spellings hire people to help. Yeah. That's all. So, when last we talked about Oprah's dad, Vernon, you know, he was divorcing his wife. Well, Vernon is 80 years old, and his wife is 66 years old. And apparently, she's lashing out at the Big O. Her name is Barbara Winfrey. I wouldn't have let go of that last name either, you know what I mean? Excuse me. I know. Barbara Winfrey is furious that Oprah's kicking her out of this house that's worth $1.4 million. She and Vernon used to live in the house together, but now they're divorced on account of Barbara found Vernon with a prostitute named One Tooth, allegedly. Only the women are saying, oh, the men are like, oh, that's ideal, just 1 tooth. Anyway, okay, so they had this $1.4 million house. It's in like Nashville or something like that. So they divorce, and Oprah says, all right, well, here's the deal, because she bought the house for Vernon and Barbara to live in. We'll sell the house, and you two can split the profit. And Barbara's like, okay, Oprah allegedly says, I'll buy you a different place across town. Maybe some place that doesn't cost $1.4 million. After all, this was only her stepmom for a beat, you know? Oprah owes her nothing, but that's the big O. So maybe Oprah was thinking, if I get her like a $600,000 condo or something like that. Barbara's like, nope. I am not moving from this house. So then finally, the phone rings at Barbara's house, and it's the Big O on the other line. Allegedly, it was Oprah who called her, not Oprah's people or Oprah's handlers. Oprah called her and said, get out by Monday or there's gonna be trouble. You know? Mind you, we're getting this information from some very credible sources. The Daily Mail over in London, the Tennessean, and the purple section of the USA Today. So, you know, I don't like that Oprah's talking to this woman because this woman next time is going to roll tape on Oprah talking and then release the tapes, and we'll play it for you here. Number one. And also number two, I don't know Barbara, so I don't mean Barbara's low, but I just mean Oprah's high in her ranks and in our view. Oprah should just give this woman that one, this is my opinion, give the woman the $1.4 million house. Have paperwork drawn up, signing the house over to the woman. So now she's responsible for the mortgage, although Oprah probably paid flat out. But she's still responsible. Barbara needs to be responsible for mowing the lawn, property taxes, extermination, and the upkeep of the house. That's number one. And number two, along with this new deal where you just give Barbara the house, you make her sign an ironclad confidentiality agreement. Yeah. Because Barbara's gonna keep talking, and we're gonna keep talking too. Yeah. Okay? Oh, by the way, the most important part is that later on today, part 2 of this interview is going to be on dailymail.com. Oprah, Just buy the Daily Mail and shut it all down. Baby, I like it. You know that song by Enrique Iglesias? Yeah. That song just makes me feel young, gets me moving. Alas, Enrique Iglesias has been dating his girlfriend, Anna Kournikova, for 12 years. But do you know that she's never met his father, Julio? I know! I know! And it's not because she's a tramp or trash. It's because, well, sometimes you say, well, if you haven't met a parent, maybe it's because the parent wouldn't get along with you or whatever. She's a nice girl and successful at tennis in her own right. But Enrique says that there's no real reason that Anna has never met Julio except the fact that the years have flown by. Well, there's actually more to the story. Enrique came along, he was a little goober, allegedly raised by a whole minion of nannies and house managers and things like that, while his dad, Julio, toured the world, doing the music. So maybe it's because he's only a father in sperm and not a father in deed, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. And also, it wouldn't be a bad thing for Anna to bring them together, because sometimes when you enter, never mind, you know what, just stay out of messy family business. But look, I'll tell you one thing. There are a smattering of parents out there who are jealous of their children's success. Mothers who are jealous because their daughters are more beautiful. Or, fathers who are jealous because their sons are now captain of industry and dad was just a shoeshine man who could have been a contender but had to drop out of law school or whatever, do you know? I think, in my mind, that Julio might be jealous of Enrique. And I'll give you the final beat as to what makes me feel that way. Julio reportedly said that he would never do a duet with his son. I guess because his son, I don't know a Julio Iglesias song. I know there's a crowd for that, but we're not that crowd. But we do know, Baby, I Like It. So it's very, very sad. Julio is only, he's still in his 60s. So it's not too late. I always feel like people who neglect getting back together with relationships like that eventually are sorry because somebody, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe Anna can arrange a dinner. Maybe something. Anyway, let's move along because look, there's lots of celebrity romance news. It's time for hookups and breakups. Hit it. Yesterday, we were talking about Elin on the show, Tiger's ex-wife, saying that she has now befriended Tiger's current girlfriend. But Elin, who's 34, is reportedly getting really serious with her boyfriend next door. He's a billionaire coal magnate. His name is Coyne, and he's got a very large nose. See, now let me just tell you something. I think the only place button noses belong are on women. I have always adored a man with strong shoulders, a thick neck, and a big nose. And look how adorable she is. Her hairline comes down nice and low, not Teresa low, but good low. And she's cute, she's been through so much. So anyway, listen, he's 55 years old and a coal miner magnate. What an interesting career. Anyway, he's already living next door to her. First of all, Elin still lives in the same house, in the same neighborhood where she beat Tiger with the golf club at the end of the driveway. But Chris has been in her life for over a year and he's got $1 billion. So he decided, listen, let's have our own little private area. He bought the mansion next door and the mansion next door to that. That's all their stuff. The only thing, very impressive. Only thing is they should buy the house on the other side of this too, just to really shut it down, Elin, by the way, normally I would say at 34, 55 is too old for, you know, a young 34-year-old chippy. But she's been through so much. She just wants to be able to trust again. And you can trust him. I mean, he's got older kids. I'll tell you why. First of all, he was married, but now he's a widow. There's something endearing, not tragic. I don't mean to make light of the tragedy, but at least he didn't get a divorce, you know, where somebody could have been like a rotten husband or whatever. Like, he's a widower, and he's got a kid who's 29, a kid who's 17. Is that it? Does he, how old is his kids? 4 kids. 4 kids, but they're probably older. He's 55 years old. I think this is perfect for Elin. She's learning to trust again. And by the way, Tiger and Chris parked their yachts next to each other. And Chris's yacht is bigger. You know, this right here, this is the life. Can you imagine living in one of these units here in this condo and just walking outside and getting on a boat? Or even if you don't own a boat, the water is just like so peaceful, you know? Anyway, congratulations, Elin. It seems like you got yourself a good one. Yeah. And now it's time for the breakups. And it saddens me to let you know that this involves Uma Thurman, who reportedly called off her engagement to her fiance, Arky Buson. They don't look happy there, do they? They look like they're just tolerating each other. Not so much her, but more like him. Not only is he not smiling, but it looks like he's clamping his lips, like. Uma called off the first engagement they had in 2009. I don't know the reason, but they reunited in 2012. That's a long time to be apart, right? But I guess as call-offs for engagements go, perhaps they both wanted to test the waters to see what else is out there, and it took them 3 years to realize they belonged together. So they got together. Oh, my Band-Aid is popping off. You know, that damn Jason over there. So, you know, I burnt my hand on Easter Sunday on the top rack. I was trying to slave and make a nice dinner for my family. I told you that. You ever burn your hand in the oven? It hasn't happened to me in years, but I feel like chopping this hand off. It's like useless to me now. And so he tells me, my dad was in the food service industry, and he recommends putting toothpaste on it. So all day yesterday, I'm walking around with AIM all over my hand. And I wake up this morning, and not only is it throbbing, but it is swollen. Ugh. Damn it, man. Anyway, so back to Uma. So then they reunited in 2012, and they had a baby together. Uma reportedly is based in New York, and the problem is that Arky is based in London, which could have led to the split. See, I don't believe in long distance. I barely believe in long distance when a girl lives in Jersey and the guy lives in Queens. You know what I mean? But at least you can work something out. The problem is that she has children with Ethan Hawke, and the kids are still of, you know, visitation age. So she can't move to London to be with her financier fiance. And why would he give up a financing job unless he got hired on Wall Street or something? But why give that up? Isn't he a billionaire too? Where are these girls finding these damn billionaires? Remember when millionaire used to be impressive? Now millionaire is nothing. You gotta be a billionaire. Anyway, Uma, you should probably give him back the ring and end this relationship, because this is not going to work out. London, New York, kids of visitation age. Clap if you think that this will work out. This is why they're my co-hosts. Although I do have to say that on my Facebook page, there are a lot of people who get annoyed at you all. Personally speaking, I just think that they're jealous because they're watching through the TV and they're not here delighting in the fun. But look, they get annoyed with you all because they feel as though you always agree with me. And you know that the unwritten rule around here is you don't have to agree with me. Just because I clap doesn't mean you have to clap. All right, do you like that, Facebook people? I straightened them out. Cuba Gooding Jr. and his wife Sarah breaking up, divorcing. After 20 years of marriage, She's a pretty girl, right? You say, yeah. Suzanne's jealous. Look, they're both 46 years old, and they were high school sweethearts, and they have 3 children together, a 20-year-old, a 17-year-old, and a 9-year-old. And it's sad that they're breaking up, but divorce is there for a reason. I don't know the particulars, but things seem to be amicable. I bet you he'll do good co-parenting. He'll probably buy this 17-year-old a car just to soothe, you know, I mean, this is the time, like when your parents divorce, that's really the time to take advantage of their pockets. You know, especially when it's Cuba Gooding Jr., you know, he's got dough. Anyway, sad to hear about that, Cuba and Sarah. We're gonna let you all mind your own business unless there's a truck that speeds by the Wendy studio and your business falls off the truck. Then, unfortunately, I gotta talk about it. Oh, keep clapping, we've got more great show for you. The iconic, gorgeous Susan Lucci is here. You know, she stars on one of my favorite shows, Lifetime's hit show, Devious Maids. Plus, he's the hairstylist to the stars, including Jessica Simpson. The legendary Ken Paves is here. He's gonna show us how to get celebrity hair. But up next, Coyne is back from People magazine. She's gonna reveal who made this year's most beautiful people list. So don't go far. Here with the inside scoop, here we are. We're gonna talk about People magazine's most beautiful issue. Please welcome back to our show, Coyne. Hi, Kate. So, this year's People magazine's most beautiful person, drum roll, please. P.S. I guessed this right away.
Did you?
It's so obvious.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Lupita. She's a beautiful woman.
She's gorgeous. She's really stunning.
Okay, why did you pick Lupita?
Well, I think you guessed it correctly because it's really an obvious choice, a hands down winner. I mean, she is just so stunning. It was an astonishing year for her.
Her lips are captivating.
Her lips, her eyes, her skin is so beautiful. But she's also she's incredibly inspiring. Earlier this year, she gave a speech in which she talked about how growing up, she never thought that she would fit into the Hollywood standards of beauty, and how, you know, she now feels that the success that she's achieved will ideally mean that other little girls growing up who don't think that they necessarily look the way the magazines say they should look, or you know, have those traits. You know, she's set a lot of new standards, very high ones. She's so beautiful.
Okay. Also in this issue, there's a section called Naked at 34, which I love this.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about it.
So there was a poll that showed that women feel best in their own skin at age 34. That's the peak of body confidence. So we asked a bunch, 34. Wah, wah. Or, you know, 44, 54, I mean, you know, but that apparently is a banner year. And we got a bunch of 34-year-old celebrities and asked them to take it all off, and they did. So
nice.
There she is. Yeah, not only naked, but basically defying gravity. I mean, it's one thing to pose naked. It's another thing to pose naked from a scarf.
Yes.
Which she's doing quite admirably there.
Yeah, we love her for doing that. Who else is in that section?
Danya Ramirez from Devious Maids.
Pretty.
And what's amazing about her is this photo was taken 4 months after she had twins. So
wow.
Yeah, as a mother of twins, I'm allowed to hate her a little bit. So that's really astonishing.
And finally, let's show, because Stacy Keibler's also 34. I've never seen her look more beautiful.
No, so beautiful. So beautiful. And speaking of babies, she was about 10 weeks pregnant when this photo was taken. So there's a sort of special glow happening there.
She almost looks like Heidi Klum.
Almost,
and
yeah.
I like all that hair on her, and even the color.
Yeah, it's really, she was at her most radiant.
Okay, now there's another section called Half Their Age. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, half their age. Well, you know, Sharon Stone is 56. And I mean,
she's a good-looking woman.
She is a good-looking woman. She looks almost exactly the way she did in Basic Instinct, which was 24 years ago.
Yeah.
So when you think about the fact that, you know, you hear sometimes about ageless beauties
I see
in
she
Hollywood.
can't dance either.
And
Go ahead, Kate, sorry.
you know what? That could have been a horrible song that was playing. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt that maybe there was virtually no music playing.
But women
and
in
she's
Hollywood,
wearing a Muppet, so it's a little
but women
hard.
in Hollywood are so hung up on
They are, and
looks.
sometimes the idea of ageless beauty means that the person can look a little bit freaky. She just looks like she hasn't aged.
She
doesn't
really
look
does.
nipped or tucked or pulled or plumped.
Nope.
She just looks
Good.
flawless.
All right, now also Garcelle Bouvier is in the half their age.
Yes, Garcelle Beauvais. And I mean, you gotta hand it to her. She's 47, and came to our photo shoot, put on some underpants and a bra, and was like, "Yeah, I'm good."
And she's got like 3
Toss me a
kids,
blazer
too.
and I'm ready to go. She's also a mother of twins, so I can also hate her a little bit.
Yeah.
And she, I mean, all legs that go on for days and just feeling it, just working it. And,
Yeah.
and she's really loving the way she looks right now,
She's
which
been
at
here
47,
before.
good for her.
She's been here before. She also has a great personality and a great
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah.
And good lips like Lupita. All right, and finally in the half their age is another friend to the show, Gina Gershon, 51.
Yeah. Gina Gershon, just, you know, rocking it, no apologies. I mean, this sort of photo shoot, you know, you have to say to someone, we're going to be printing your actual real age front and center, you know, so you have to be the kind of personality that embraces how you look, embraces how you feel, embraces that number, and she epitomizes that
She really
completely.
does. Good job on this issue. It was a good issue. Thank you to Kate Coyne, everybody, and you be sure to pick up People Magazine, a most beautiful issue. It's on newsstands beginning Friday. Up next, the always delightful Susan Lucci is joining us for Couch Chat. One of my favorite things about doing this show is that I get to meet people that are iconic to me. And now she's become a friend to the show. We loved Erica Kane on All My Children. We love her in her new role in Devious Maids. She's always entertaining. Take a look.
You know, it's a really nice day. Why don't you go out and spend some of Philippe's money?
You mean go shopping? Zoila, I'm still in mourning.
He's been dead for 3 months. Don't you think you're overdoing the grieving widow routine?
My grief is sincere. The fact that Black is slimming is merely coincidental.
Please welcome Emmy Award winner, Susan Lucci. Nice to see you again. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Oh, you know you're loved.
Please, these wonderful, wonderful audience.
Thank you. We just ran into one another the other day at the Today Show.
Yes, you have a new book out.
Yes.
Yes,
I
congratulations.
left one in your room.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Sounds juicy.
Yes, you know juice. Your whole career has been based on juiciness. Congratulations to you and your husband, Helmut. I understand you guys are celebrating 44 years.
Yes.
What's the secret to keeping it together?
Oh, I mean, I really do feel lucky. I mean, he's always been really self-assured, which was very good and very funny. And he's continued to be very funny and makes me laugh and still stays so self-confident.
Was it love at first sight?
Oh, you're so funny. Helmut will tell you, and it sounds better coming from him, that for him it was love at first sight.
Yeah.
For me, it took a little convincing.
He
But
won
he
you
did.
over with his personality.
He did.
Yeah.
He made me laugh, and he was so sure of himself and so decisive. I mean, he proposed right away. You know, it was really.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. And that was during your Erica Kane days, so you could have had any
Right
suitor in
before.
Hollywood. Like me, your partner on Dancing with the Stars was our Tony Dovolani.
Yes.
Have you been keeping up with the new season?
I have a little bit. I love that show, but I am addicted to The Voice. So I
So is everybody, though.
Yeah.
Now, because we always talk about Dancing with the Stars when you come, and I think the last time that you were here, I shared with you that I wouldn't go back, it was torture, and you said that you wouldn't, but I think somebody told me you've had a change of heart. Would you go back?
You know, if there were time to go back, I would go back. I'd go back with a different mindset this time.
What was your mindset before?
Well, I was welcoming it with open arms because I love to dance.
Yes.
But I also found out that it's an art form. It's these dancers are athletes, and Tony Dovolani has eyes in the back of his head.
Yes.
I mean, he could see if I didn't put the ball of my foot down before the heel, and,
yes,
and all of that. You know, he's wonderful, wonderful teacher. And I have a shy aspect to me, so I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. That was great, but now I'd go back, I think, with with some more confidence, and I'd like to be able to smile and enjoy it more.
As opposed to being angry.
Well, not angry.
That was me.
That was you?
Angry, pissed all the time.
Oh. I was just trying to remember the choreography because I was flying back and forth twice a week between New York and LA and doing all my children here. So I felt like, oh, I don't have enough time to get this in my body, and that made me scared.
As you probably know, Susan is a Long Island, New York girl.
Yes. Oh, great.
And Devious Maids is filming in Atlanta.
Yes.
So you're back and forth.
Exactly.
A shorter commute, though, than LA.
It's a shorter commute. It's Delta's hub. I started in Palm Beach yesterday morning. I went to Atlanta, shot some Devious Maids, had such a good time.
Yeah.
And flew back to New York last night, and here I am because I knew I was going to do a show live.
Yeah.
Love to be here.
One of the things that you and I have in common, along with Dancing with the Stars, is you're in the Smithsonian, too.
Yes.
What did you donate?
Well, they asked me to donate the gown that I was lucky enough to win the Emmy in. And
that was a big year.
That was a big year, and I love that gown. But the truth is, I put it away for safekeeping, and I can't find it. I know it's going to show up. I'm going to find it. But what I did do was donate the gown that I wore the next morning. The deal was, and I didn't know this, People magazine had gone to my husband and said, if Susan wins the Emmy this year, we'd like to put her on the cover the next morning. And so the next morning, I was wearing that pink gown. They asked for a change of gown for their cover, and that's what I wore. And I found the shoes as well. And the only other place that gown and those shoes were the White House.
Perfect.
I got invited to the White
Smithsonian.
House. Yes.
I love your role on Devious Maids.
Thank you so much.
Susan, I mean,
thank you.
You know, they keep you funny without a laugh track.
Oh, that's Mark Cherry's writing. I mean, they are so funny, these scripts, that we laugh out loud in our room by ourselves.
Eva Longoria is producing and
directed the first episode.
Directed too?
The first episode.
And you're in your second season.
Yes.
Is it with her making her directorial debut? Was she a screamer and a yeller, or was she like a kind woman who? You know. She's
talented. She was wonderful. A wonderful director, decisive, had the respect of the cast and crew immediately, knows how to speak to actors, knows how to speak to the crew. She was,
in other words, nice woman.
Fantastic and smart.
Good.
Really
well,
good.
Congratulations to you, to Eva, and all the ladies and men of Devious Maids. It's a wonderful show. Up next, everybody, Susan and I are going to expose some dirty celebrity secrets in a fun game in the audience. Don't go far.
And what fun. What a great audience. Fun to dance together.
Yes. We danced all through the break. We're back with Susan Lucci, everybody, and we're dressed as maids in honor of her show, Devious Maids. And since the maids on the show know everyone's dirty little secret, we're exposing some dirty little secrets today in a game called Celebrity Dirty Laundry. Yeah. Who's our first player? There you are. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Muriel from Los Angeles.
Okay. Muriel, you'll be playing with Susan.
Hi.
Hi, Muriel.
You're gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you so much. And you look fantastic.
Thank you.
This should be easy for you. You're from LA?
Yes.
Lindsay Lohan's sex list had the names of her alleged sexual conquests. How many people were on her list? This is multiple choice.
Ooh, I like
Okay.
it.
13, 36, 63.
Now, we talked about this on Hot Topics. Go ahead.
Knowing Lindsay, I'm gonna say 63.
Oh! What's the answer, Susan?
The answer is
36.
And that wasn't shade.
Okay.
But you had the right numbers, just in reverse. Okay. What was the name of the maid Arnold Schwarzenegger had an affair with? First choice is Mildred, Rosie, or Flo.
I remember it was Mildred.
Correct. Good, yes. Okay, you got one final one?
She looked like a Mildred.
A Mildred.
What's the name of the intoxicating substance Justin Bieber was allegedly busted with? First choice is go-go juice.
Okay.
Second is Four Loko.
Okay.
And the second is scissorp. Scissorp, how do you say this?
I just love it. Yes, that's the correct answer.
How is it?
Okay. Have a seat. Who's our
Thank
next
you.
player? Here you are. All right. What's your name? Where you from?
Patricia from New York.
Hi, Patricia.
How you doing?
How you doing? All right, Patricia. Which reality star and mom doesn't have a sex tape? Mimi Fust.
Faust.
Faust. Wow. All right.
That went under.
Farrah Abraham or Teresa Giudice?
Teresa Giudice.
You're right. Correct. Okay. Your second question. What was the name of the Lifetime movie where Eddie Cibrian and Leanne Rimes started their affair? Was it Northern Lights, A Change of Heart, or Another Woman's Husband?
I'll guess Another Woman's Husband.
Northern Lights, but they all are real Lifetime movies. And here's your final question. In a fit of rage, TV soap icon Erica Kane stabbed her husband Dimitri in the chest with a high heel, a letter opener, or an ice pick.
A letter opener.
Yes! You were right. Yes, good for you, good for you. Thank you both for playing. We're sending you home each with a Roomba vacuum cleaner in honor of... There you go. There you go. Here's yours. And Susan, always a pleasure and an honor.
What fun.
Thank you so much for coming. CBS Maids, everybody, airs Sunday nights at 10 on Lifetime. Up next, celebrity hairstylist Ken Paves is showing us the hottest celebrity hair trends. Welcome back. Spring is here. It's not only time to update your wardrobe, it's also time to update your hairstyle. So here to show us how to get the celebrity latest trends in celebrity hair is the master himself. Say hello to Ken Paves.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm so excited to be here. So excited. I'm a huge fan of the show.
Thank you. I've been waiting to meet you. All right, so I know that you've worked with your friend, Jessica Simpson.
Yes.
And you also work with our friend, Kerry Washington.
Yes.
As well as many other celebrities.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before we get started, what's something that women need to consider in getting a celebrity hair trend?
Yeah, you know, you look at it as an inspiration. You really don't want to just copy one of these looks. You always want to kind of include yourself in the equation. And the most important thing is to understand your hair texture and type, and then work from there and put your own stamp on it.
Terrific. Okay. We have 3 audience members getting that celebrity look. Let's get started. This would be the Jennifer Lopez.
The beach texture. And I think the beach texture is the new blowout. What I love about Jennifer's hair is it's so sexy, it's big, it's sexy, and it's kind of random and cool, so it looks a little bit edgier. Yeah, rough it up, yeah. But your hair always looks amazing.
Thank you.
You're right on trend,
Thank
always.
you.
And your hairdresser's a friend of mine, so I'm always loving your styles. So what we did with the model's hair today, and one thing I love to do with any red carpet I've done, any photo shoot, always start off of air-dried textured hair. Your hair reacts way better. So we started with her hair air-dried, and then just randomly, I took a curling iron and incredibly, you know, different sections going one way, going back, and very loosely. This is not the old curling iron technique. You want to hold it on. When you take it off, you want to stretch it out. That gives it that great lived-in look.
Can I ask you something? Because I find that dirty hair works best.
Absolutely.
Clean hair does nothing but smell good.
Clean hair goes like this, right. So the other thing that's really cool about this texture is it's so convertible. It's going to last you an entire week. You can turn this then into the great accessory of the season, which is the beach-inspired pony. and raise it really high. And I've worked with Jennifer Lopez for years, and she always said, lose the shape, you lose the game. So we want to lose, you know, we want to keep that great shape that goes up real high and
I like a
accents
high
the shape of the
ponytail
face.
better than a low ponytail in general. I don't know why, I just do. It's fun and girly.
It's girly, it works.
Yeah.
And then I use these hook rubber bands. You just want to take this, wrap it into the base. This is going to go nowhere. Wrap it all the way around.
Nice.
Very quick and easy. And messy is good. Flyaways are in. It makes it modern and fresh.
That's what we say here on the show. Messy is good.
I watched the show.
Let's move along to the Julia Roberts-inspired hair. Now,
what I love about Julia Roberts' hair is it's so effortlessly chic, and it's a great look. Coming out of fall, everybody did the great bob.
Yes.
This is a great way to add and influence this texture to grow this out. So what we did is added this great texture to her hair, but what is not in style are gray roots. So Shelly came in with some massive
Shelly
gray
girl.
roots, bad girl.
Okay.
But we have this incredible product. This is called Color Wow. It's a mineral root cover-up. Watch how incredible this is.
are you going to be doing Jessica's hair for her wedding, by the way?
Well, I don't ever talk about an event before it happens, but we'll have to wait and see. But I am doing some weddings coming up. So take a look at this. Wow, exactly.
That's really good.
Just like that.
Yeah, you should probably take that home with you, Shelly. Okay. All right, let's move along to our last look. This is Alicia, and Alicia's doing the natural with volume.
Absolutely.
Solange Knowles.
I'm all about texture. Like I said, I love texture. So what we did is we worked off of Alicia's naturally air-dried hair, working with her texture rather than not fighting it. So take a small iron and just really tweak the edges of your own hair.
Gotcha.
Again, really cool and easy like this, but the one thing that makes this really unique to her own style is go to the roots and get some volume. Don't mess up the ends, but just go to the roots and stretch this out.
Nice tips. Paves,
Easy breezy,
everybody.
beautiful.
Yes, and thank you to our models. For more information on these looks, go to wendyshow.com. Keep it here. Up next, we're going to reveal our audience eye candy of the day. I got a How You Doing Diva fan for our audience eye candy of the day. Say hello to Susie Carmelo from Long Island. Susie, quickly tell us about your look.
Well, the necklace is from Kohl's. It was $15. The crop top also from Kohl's for $18. And the skirt's Lauren Conrad from Kohl's for $50.
This is the look of the season.
Shoes, Jessica Simpson, $40. Everything on sale.
Perfect. Thank you, Susie. We'll be right back. Thank you. Tomorrow on the show, Joan and Melissa Rivers will be here. Plus, I have a special announcement that you don't want to miss. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.